All right, let's talk about this Rafael Devers thing, man, because I like Rafael Devers, the player, but he has been involved with some drama this year. Apparently told reporters on Thursday that he is not willing to play first base. And there was a ton of quotes basically saying the Red Sox, this is what he said, that the Red Sox told him to put his glove away and focus on DH. And now they're going back on their word. And it seems like there's some kind of dissension between him and the GM there, Chris Getz. And I don't know. It all seems kind of spiteful, I guess you could say. Like, you
Petty.
guys told me to put my glove away. Now I'm not
Petty.
going to use it kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, like you made the decision to force me at DH. Now you got to live with it. I mean, it seems to me that if he was unhappy going to DH full time, this would kind of be his escape. You know, they're kind of offering him a lifeline here. That also, by the way, would greatly help the team because it would allow them to call up maybe Roman Anthony with the DH spot being open. He also said they should turn to the market to fill their first base need. Jeez. And I can understand. Of course, I can understand him being disappointed with the initial move to DH and being frustrated by that. It'd be great to think everybody's going to be the ultimate team player all the time, but realistically, they're not. I just don't understand why, if like I was saying, if the cardinal offense was making him a full-time DH, which a lot of players don't like to do, particularly superstar players, if that was the cardinal offense, and this is a way that he doesn't have to do that anymore, it kind of corrects the cardinal offense. I understand they're asking him to change again, and he was already felt slighted by that initial change. But why not use this as an opportunity to address the initial slight, but also escape from it? Like, say publicly, sure, I'll move to first base, but then that means I'm your first baseman. We're done with the DH thing. I don't appreciate being jerked around like this. Make that publicly, state it out there. So to reporters, like, let them in on it, let the public in on it. And I think pretty much everybody would be supporting him in that case because, yeah, he's been treated kind of unfairly, but he is willing to do it for the good of the team. And not only does he get that, if he takes that stance, not only does he get a little more public support and potentially even the fan base holding the team accountable because they've heard the story now. Not only does he get that, but he also no longer has to DH, which was what he was hoping not to do in the first place. So it's frustrating to see him just go the petty route instead of doing that. And I know some people have argued there are shorter clips of the him talking to reporters, and they're saying maybe the translation wasn't the most flattering, but they're only looking at shorter clips. And I know some on the Red Sox beat have countered by saying, yeah, but he went on for like 6 minutes. This wasn't just like, we weren't just fixating on this 1 minute clip that you're responding to. So, yeah. And I even read that other Red Sox players were overhearing it and kind of shaking their heads. Like, yeah, it didn't seem to play well.
It is a bad look. And I get that there are bruised egos involved here, and he is a superstar. He is the face of their franchise. He was given $300+ million to be, the next great Boston Red Sox player. And so he wanted to remain at third base. You know what I would say to that? You should have played better. He was a terrible defender. Like, there was no reason why they shouldn't have gone after an Alex Bregman, who entering this season was like 90th percentile at third base, whereas Rafael Devers was 8th percentile outs above average. So, you know what? If you didn't want to get moved off third base, you probably should have played better. So that would be my response to that. And if you want to get back on the field, this is your opportunity.
This is your opportunity.
And
Exactly.
yeah, now you're bypassing it to be spiteful, basically. So it's just a very weird situation.
The way I think this could have been avoided, and frankly, I kind of assumed this already happened, was if they didn't present it to him as you're just a DH now, but we'll start you at DH now. You can take some ground balls at first base. Eventually, we'll try to transition you over there. If that's the way the Red Sox went into it, then which is again kind of what I thought already happened, because why would you have a $300 million man be a full-time DH? I assumed the plan all along was to eventually transition him to first base. They just didn't have, with his health issues going on this spring, they just didn't have enough time to acclimate him at that point. So apparently that didn't happen. And so now, I mean, I don't know what this direction this ends up going. We'll just have to see. Obviously, he eventually accepted the move to DH, so maybe he'll accept this first base situation in due time. But he's added a lot of drama to it.
I'll tell you where it is headed, Scott. Util only Rafael Devers next season. That is where it's headed, and that would not be great for fantasy. I mean, there's a lot of season left. We'll see what happens, but yeah, a util only Devers, that would not be great. By the way, on the field, he's been doing his thing again. I mean, here on Thursday, 2 for 3, a sock and a shoe, his 6th home run, his first steal, and last 12 games for Devers, 383, 4 home runs, 10 RBI, an OPS over 1100, and all of a sudden, the season-long stat line, it looks pretty Rafael Devers-esque. So, yeah, I guess that's really what matters here for fantasy, is that he's, performing.